Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashwini Priyadarshini Megur, also known as Avi, and I'm a PhD student in the field of biology. Today in this video, I'm going to be disclosing top 10 ingredients when applied on the face can help you with dry skin problem. These are the top 10 ingredients that I have selected personally for the people who are suffering from extremely dry skin, have eczema prone skin, and want something that can calm the redness as well as the irritation that is caused on the skin. Dry skin condition is something when you are exposed to cold winter weather, cold winter wind, your skin cells start to lose moisture from the skin, and that leads to transepidermal water loss. And in this condition, your skin completely loses the moisture content and it becomes extremely dry and chappy. There are different conditions due to which the dry skin can appear on the skin. One of the main reasons is diabetes and hyperthyroidism. When you have kidney problems, it can also have a link towards the dry skin. This all information is given in a particular video that I made yesterday. Please go in the description below and click on that link and watch the video. In that, I have given a detailed explanation of the causes, why is the dry skin happening, and what are the reasons behind it. Now let's move to the ingredients and see which ingredients work perfectly good for the dry skin type. And the first ingredient is squalene. It is one of the best ingredients and it helps with the emollient and antioxidant property, so it is used for the moisturizing and anti-aging benefits. So squalene resembles the same structure of one of the oils that is produced in the sebaceous gland, that is squalene. So there is square A in the shark derived oil, and there is squalene LE that is produced in our sebaceous gland. Due to this reason, it becomes a very good choice for the people who are suffering from dry skin because it acts as a shield to prevent the water loss. And squalene is derived from shark liver and also derived from plant-based sources, but the main major studies are done on this shark liver derived squalene. It is having excellent antioxidant property. It removes the free radicals, helps with the aging problem. It is also known to improve the dry skin condition when applied consistently for 4 months. It has been a very good ingredient even with the retinols or tretinoin. It doesn't react to the vitamin A and it can be applied with vitamin A. It can also be produced by Saccharomyces cerevisiae. It is a fungi. It is used for the fermentation process, and this is used by the industry to use it for the skincare production, as it is easy source as compared to the shark-derived squalene. So the plant-derived and the bacteria-derived squalene are considered much more cost-efficient as compared to the shark-derived squalene. Squalene is very sensitive to the direct light, so you have to buy a product that is in the UV protectant bottle or else in a jar that is closed and doesn't have any exposure to the light. If it is in a clear jar, please avoid the squalene because squalene just gets its shelf life reduced when it's in a clear jar which is exposed to the light. It is considered as one of the safest ingredient because in a study they used 96.8% of squalene and it did not show any sort of allergic reaction on the skin. So it has a higher concentration of use and it is known as the best ingredient, the safe ingredient, especially for the dry skin type. When you have a dry skin, you can react easily to any other ingredient, especially vitamin A, because vitamin A leads to more dry skin. The squalene ingredient is used to calm down that redness, calm down that irritation that is caused due to dry skin, and this acting as a moisture barrier. It is just a perfect ingredient. That is why it is the first ingredient that I would like to introduce to the people who have dry skin. If you see any formulation with high concentration of squalene, you can use it. Now these are the conclusions of squalene that you have to keep in mind. Squalene is an emollient that helps to prevent water loss and restore suppleness to the skin. It also has a function of antioxidant and helps strengthen the skin barrier. It can be derived from olive, wheat bran, rice bran, and also Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Despite its sebum-like nature, squalene feels surprisingly lightweight and non-greasy. Biocompatible ingredient, meaning skin instantly recognizes it and knows how to use it. So these are the points that you have to keep in mind when you are selecting squalene because it's an all-rounder ingredient and it is good for all skin types. Next ingredient is the aloe vera leaf extract. It is one of the popular ingredient and it's worshipped in Egyptian culture. Aloe vera leaf was used for the healing properties, and it is high in antioxidant properties as well. It helps with soothing your skin as well as for the hydration. Up to 0.1 to 10% of aloe vera leaf extract is used in the cosmetic formulation, and it is good in humectant properties, so it's holding the water. It's the property of most of the succulent plants actually. Aloe vera plant actually falls into the category of succulent plants. So succulent plants in the dry area retain that moisture from the environment because they have to survive in the extremely hot temperatures. Due to this reason, the aloe vera leaf also has this special compound that holds up a lot of water because it acts as a humectant. Due to this reason, it is used for the hydration purpose. And aloe vera leaf is the best choice if you want to naturally heal your skin. You can just take a piece of aloe vera leaf and just rub it all over your face. It will help with the antioxidant properties. It will help to soothe your skin and also for the hydration. Now for the conclusion of the aloe vera leaf, it offers antioxidant qualities to defend skin from the environmental stresses, delivers soothing properties to the calm skin, serves as a humectant hydrating agent. So these are the points that you have to look after when you see the aloe vera leaf formulation. It should be up to 10%. That's what I'm keep on telling you. So it should be the second or third ingredient in the formulation, not as the first ingredient. Now for the very well-known ingredient, that is glycerol, or also known as glycerin. Now glycerin is a natural lipid. It acts as a humectant and helps for the hydration. In most of the formulation, you might have seen that there is the second ingredient, that is glycerin. In skincare formulation, around 5% of glycerin is added into the skincare formulas. But in the clinical trials to improve the skin condition, to improve the dry skin, itchy skin condition, up to 10 to 15% of glycerin is done in the prescription of the doctors or in presence of the doctors. You cannot just go and purchase like 10-15% of glycerin and just apply it on the face. It can really trigger your skin because if it doesn't get enough water from the environment, it starts to draw out water from the deep layers of your skin, which can lead to more dryness. So that's why 5% is adequate percentage to work on for the all skin types, especially for the dry skin. Don't go more than 5% because it can be little bit alarming because it can lead to more dryness. Glycerin is known for the skin replenishing and skin hydrating agent just because it has the same compound that is present on our skin. Due to this reason, it nicely gets absorbed into the skin and helps with the hydration and to improve the overall glow. Okay, for the conclusion of glycerin now, it is a skin restoring ingredient, meaning it can be found naturally in the skin. Function as a humectant, helping skin retain moisture. A fundamental core stone for most moisturizer, typically used in the concentration of 5% or less. The amounts of 10% or greater aid in the skin healing purpose in the presence of a doctor or an expert. Now for the next ingredient, very popular ingredient, that is ceramides. It has come into the light nowadays. Everyone loves ceramide moisturizer, ceramide serums. So ceramides are naturally present in our skin. There are different types of ceramides in our skin. And the ceramides that we see in the formulation are derived from the plants. So they act as emollients and they are high in anti-aging and antioxidant properties. And they are high in hydration and also anti-aging properties because they help to bring back your skin barrier to healthy. They are a long chain of lipid, and our skin is made up of 50% of ceramides. And these ceramides are holding two skin cells together. These cells need ceramides to be attached together. If there is less content of ceramides, there will be more transepidermal water loss. So when you have a dry skin problem, ceramides are instantly added. They don't get instantly reacted to the skin because our skin does have a lot of ceramides, and when the ceramides are applied tropically, it gets easily absorbed and our skin doesn't try to repel it or doesn't want it. And it's something that is naturally found in our skin, and applying it tropically can help it to bring more and more ceramides to the skin that can be really essential for the dry skin type condition. If you see any formulations with these type of ceramides, you can incorporate it into your skincare routine. So there is ceramide AP, ceramide EOP, ceramide NG, ceramide NP, ceramide NS, and these two are plant derived, that is phytospingosine and spingosine. These two are also the long chain lipids which can be incorporated. These are used in the ordinary phytoceramides formulation. I have seen them. These are really good type of ceramides as well. But the most effective type of ceramides is ceramide EOP, AP, NS. These are derived from the plants and they're really good. Now for the conclusion of ceramides. So naturally occurring long chain lipids, fats that are major component of skin outermost layer, also known to improve skin barrier, strengthen it, hydration, and also suppleness when used in skincare. Works best when combined with other replenishing ingredients like fatty acid and cholesterol. Can be derived naturally from plant or created synthetically in the laboratory. So these are the conclusions that you have to look after before applying the ceramides. By the way, the ceramides concentration are used in the skincare formulation up to 1%, but there is no such study which says that if you use higher percent of ceramides, it can be alarming to the skin. So it's perfectly fine if you want to use, let's say, 5% of ceramides or 3% of ceramides. So I haven't seen any formulation with 10% of ceramide because it will look very oily because it's a lipid, yeah? So up to 5%, yeah, I think so. It's a perfect formulation to apply. The next one is the shea butter. Shea butter is a very good ingredient as it is high in emollient properties, acts as an antioxidant and helps to soothe your skin. Shea butter is known to improve the skin condition, especially when you have dry skin type. 100% pure refined shea butter is used for applying it on the skin and also for the treatments. Most of the moisturizer formulation uses this shea butter into their skincare formulation just to improve the dry skin condition. If you see any formulation, the second or third ingredient that says shea butter, it is specially designed for the dry skin type. In the skincare formulation, up to 1 to 5% of shea butter is used as it is one of the very well-known ingredient to cure the dry skin type condition. Now for the conclusion of shea butter, it's an antioxidant emollient. It acts as a shield and it has a rich source of the vitamin E, which helps to improve the dry skin type. So these are the things that you need to know before you choose shea butter formulation. So 1 to 5% is used in the skincare formulation, so it is perfectly fine. But you need to keep in mind that this is not a formulation for oily skin type. Shea butter can be comedogenic and it can be a bit, clogging the pores for the people who already have oily skin. So step out this ingredient if you have oily skin, but if you have dry skin, it is one of the excellent ingredient. You can apply it all over your body, also on your face, but try to go and purchase something that is 100% organic and it has been derived from the known sources, not the unknown sources, because sometimes they add preservatives and that can be a bit triggering for the dry skin type. The next one is propylene glycol. Now, propylene glycol is a humectant, helps with the hydration. Propylene glycol formulations are used for the people who have extremely dry skin condition. The concentrations are up to 73% on the leave-on products and are studied well. So it's also higher concentration. It is also a very well-known ingredient. It's a best ingredient when it comes to curing dry skin type condition. It is also known as 1,2-propanediol and it is very well studied as a texture enhancer and a humectant and also hydrating ingredient. So this one was done in a study where they used like 5% of propylene glycol and they saw the patients had slowly progressively improving the hydration. So it's not something that you can just go with, and the studies always start with lower percentages and then they go to the higher percentages because they cannot jump to the higher concentrations, as it can be very triggering for the dry skin because higher concentrations can penetrate deeper in the dry skin and it can cause reaction and also trigger the melanocytes in the skin of color. It can lead to more hyperpigmentation. So always the studies go with the lower concentrations and then they slowly progressively increase the concentration just to see how this ingredient has an effect on a particular skin texture and how it improves the skin. So the study was done with the 5% of propylene glycol and they saw that it was improving the hydration in the skin. Now for the conclusion of propylene glycol, it acts as a humectant, hydrating ingredient, can enhance the delivery of key ingredients into the skin, also used in the thousands of personal care products with proven track record of safety, also known as 1,2-propanediol. So these are the things that you see when you are choosing a propylene glycol formulation. The next ingredient is my favorite of all, that is petrolatum. Now, petrolatum is derived from mineral oil. It's one of the best ingredients. It acts as emollient as well as occlusive. It helps with the hydration purpose, and it is the best known ingredient for the dry skin treatment. The company Vaseline takes up the patent of the petrolatum because they were the first one to introduce petrolatum to the world. You might have heard about the slugging method. When you have like really dry skin, you apply petrolatum overnight and you just keep your skin like that. I think CeraVe has this ointment that is made up of petrolatum, and also Vaseline, pure Vaseline petroleum jelly. That is also the higher concentration of petrolatum. So it helps to improve the hydration because it retains that moisture on your skin. As it is rich in emollient property, the FDA approved it as a skin protectant. It's the protectant because it creates a shield and it doesn't let any external stresses come and penetrate into your skin, especially when you're sleeping. So slugging method does help improve your hydration on the skin. It can be used up to 100% of concentration. You see how safe is this? This is the best thing that you can, apply on the skin. This is the best ingredient, the best thing ever. If you have dry skin, purchase the Vaseline petroleum jelly, apply a thin film on your skin, use it consistently for 30 days straight, and see that your skin has improved its hydration. Now for the conclusion of petrolatum. It is one of the best ingredients for the dry skin. It is highly purified before being used in a cosmetic. It is FDA approved skin protectant, widely used in the healthcare settings as well as application, also known as petroleum jelly. My suggestion is buy the Vaseline petroleum jelly or the CeraVe ointment. These two are the best things that you can use at nighttime to get that hydration back on your skin. The next ingredient is vitamin E. It is known as the antioxidant ingredient after vitamin C. It's very powerful. Vitamin E is naturally present in our skin, and when we come in exposure to the environmental stresses as well as the UV radiations, it gets depleted on our skin. That's why the topical application becomes really essential when you have dry skin. Different types of vitamin E that you can find in the formulation are tocopherol, alpha tocopherol, D-alpha tocopherol. Now for the next ingredients is the Panthenol, also known as vitamin B5. It's a humectant and also a solvent. It is an excellent ingredient as it holds a high amount of water and helps with the hydration. Numerous study has been done on vitamin B5. In a study where they used 1% of Panthenol on the skin, it instantly improved the hydration. And the concentration of Panthenol lies from 1 to 5%, and it is excellent to be used in these concentration. Higher concentration may be dicey because it's a humectant and can draw out water from environment as well as your skin. So it's one thing that you have to keep in mind when you're applying humectant, that you cannot apply it when you have a dry skin. You have to apply it when you have a damp skin. That is how the humectants will get enough water so that it can, hydrate your skin and penetrate it into the deeper layers. According to the survey that was done in 2018, around 5.3% of Panthenol is considered safe. So there haven't been enough study that is more than that concentration. So we cannot say that this Panthenol ingredient can be used in higher concentration. Okay, now for the conclusion of Panthenol. It is used as a hydrating ingredient as it attract and retain moisture. It may help reduce the sensitivity, induce redness in skin, often referred as provitamin B5, converts the panthenoic acid when applied topically. And these are crystal powders in the raw material state, but they are used in the formulation dissolved in the distilled water or else any other solvent, and then used on the cosmetic formulation and then used on the face. Okay, for the last ingredient now, that is niacinamide. Niacinamide is an antioxidant and a humectant. It helps to reduce that enlarged pores. It helps with increasing the water retention on the skin. It's like a perfect formulation for dry skin type. Niacinamide can be used in the skincare formulation up to 0.2% concentration to 20% concentration. Yes, 20% is a very higher concentration, but for the dry skin, I would recommend to use less than 5%, not more than that, less than that. Please keep that in mind. 10% niacinamide is not good for dry skin type because it's a higher concentration, and that can be really alarming. And there can be redness when used on the skin. Niacinamide is also known as vitamin B3. It helps with the UV damage that is caused on the skin. It helps with the uneven skin tone, enlarged pores, and also help with the fine lines appearance. It's all-rounder ingredient. But lesser concentration when applied on the dry skin has improved the hydration in a few studies. And that is the best thing that you want when you have dry skin. It helps with the hydration. Niacinamide as a solo ingredient doesn't do a great job, but when applied with the ceramide formulation, it does a very good job in bringing back your skin barrier to healthy. And it's as a solo ingredient, it's like meh, but with another active ingredient or another, let's say, ceramide or panthenol, it does a very good job because it needs another ingredient to balance out its effect. When compared with the other antioxidants, it is quite stable in presence of light. That's why it is always packaged in clear bottles. It's perfectly fine. So it's very unique quality that niacinamide has when compared to other antioxidants. That's like it is stable in presence of light. Now for the conclusion of niacinamide. So niacinamide has known to reduce the enlarged pores and improve dull and uneven skin tone. It boosts the skin's barrier strength and also hydration, helps mitigate negative effects of environmental stressor, also known as vitamin B3 or nicotinamide, and stable in the presence of light, which is a unique for the antioxidants. I mean, these are the 10 ingredients that you should keep in mind when you are purchasing any sort of skincare formulation. If you see like 2 or 3 ingredients and they are formulated together, please do purchase it. But the concentrations I have mentioned in these studies, and you need to see that the concentrations are ranging in between those. Don't go extend or buy something that is not well formulated and the concentration is higher than what I mentioned to you. Then please step out. Don't buy that product because this is not the right formulation for dry skin. When you have dry skin, you should apply these ingredients when you have washed your face and your skin is a bit damp. Apply these ingredients and see how it works for you. Patch test is a must. Whenever you take any product, you need to do a patch test and wait and see how it reacts to your skin. But if it is not causing any sort of redness, it's not causing any sort of allergic reaction, then that's a very good product for you and you can use it on your skin. So that is it for this video. If you have any questions, you can write down in the comment section below or reach out to me on my Instagram handle. Make sure that you click on that like button and also the share button, and also click on that bell icon so that you can be updated whenever I come up with a new video. Thank you very much for watching this video again. I will see you soon in another one. Take care and bye.